Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be walking you through how to change out the battery on your Garmin Vivofit 4 activity tracker. So this activity tracker basically runs on a regular watch battery. It runs on an SR43W, which is basically going to be Duracell 301-386. If you look at the back of these, I got these on Amazon. You can get them at the grocery stores, various places, SR43, SR43W. That's what you're going to need for your Garmin Vivofit 4 activity tracker. It doesn't take rechargeable batteries, so this is an activity tracker that every year to 2 years you can expect to replace the batteries if you want to keep using it. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. The only thing is there are a couple things that make it hard depending on your tools. Just like any job, if you got the right tools, there's nothing to it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to simply pop the activity tracker out of our band. We do that by simply bending the band. It gives a little bit of leverage and it gives you your activity tracker. When we look at the activity tracker, on the top of it, you'll see 4 screws, 4 Phillips screws. There's 2 here, and there's 2 down here. You're not going to turn the activity tracker over. You're going to basically sit it flat. Now, what I would recommend is get something soft, maybe if you got a polishing cloth or something like that. You're going to sit it down, and then you're going to need to use a screwdriver. This is where I said it's the hardest part. It's finding a screwdriver that is small enough for these little bitty Phillips screws. I think I've got a precision screwdriver here. It's a 1.2 millimeter. Unfortunately, the one I have is a flathead. That's what I'm going to try and find. I think that's the size you need, though, is 1.2 millimeter Phillips, not flat. I'm going to try it with flathead. So basically what we're going to do is just lay it flat, and we're going to go screw by screw and try and start unscrewing them. If you don't have the right screwdriver, you will strip out these heads in no time. So that's why I said it's good if you've got the right tools. Once you've got all the screws out, you can see I've got them kind of loose. All you have to do is kind of give the activity tracker a little pull, and you'll see that there's 2 sides of it. There's going to be the bottom that has the batteries, and there's going to be the top. There is a little gasket in here that hopefully doesn't move on you. If it does, you just need to simply push it down and try and get it back into place. That gasket is what controls the water resistantness of the activity tracker, so getting it back in place is pretty important. But you'll see when you put this back on, because you've got grooves on the side, it'll kind of push everything back down. So once we've got this, we're going to simply pop our batteries out, and then we're going to go ahead and put our new batteries in. The first thing I would recommend is take your old batteries and put them aside or throw them in the trash can, because the worst thing you can do is get them mixed up with your new batteries, and then you don't know which is which, other than just doing some testing, putting them in and seeing what happens. Got my 2 new batteries. Now you're going to put the batteries flat side down. So you've got you've got the smaller top, and then you've got a wider bottom, which is your positive. The positive is going to go down, and it's going to simply click into place. You'll see there's a little bitty metal clamp here. When you push them down, that clamp will hold them into place. So now I've got them back in place. We're going to turn this around again. You're going to kind of try and make sure that your gasket is good and straight, and we'll turn this around. So you're going to finagle it a little bit. It took me a little while, but you'll notice that once you get that connection right, your screen will turn back on automatically. You don't have to do anything. And once you've got it back on and you know you've got power, you'll notice I also got my gasket back in place. You're going to simply tighten the screws back up. And while our activity tracker is good to go for hopefully another year or so, we'll see. I've been using this, actually my kid has been using this activity tracker for about the last 6 years. This is my second battery change in 6 years. So that gives you an idea of A, how long it lasts. My kid's 12 years old now, so it's been banged around quite a bit and abused, but still going strong. Anyway, I hope the video helps.